Michael and Dave. The Case of the Missing Diamond. A Winged Wisdom production. It was a crisp morning when Michael, Dave the pigeon, and Mr. Bojangles the dog, complete with his monocle, top hat, and suit, gathered outside the Old Town Museum. Their mission: recover the legendary Blue Moon Diamond, which had mysteriously vanished the night before. Ah, the thrill of a caper, Mr. Bojangles said, adjusting his monocle with a refined paw. A most exciting endeavor indeed. But alas, I must leave you two to carry on without me. Michael's jaw dropped. Wait, what? You're leaving us, Mr. Bojangles? Yes, dear boy, Mr. Bojangles replied, his tone dignified. An urgent matter demands my immediate attention. A garden party with Lady Whiskers, if you must know. And, as they say, duty calls. He tipped his top hat to them and began strolling away. Michael stared after him, dumbfounded. But you're the brains of the team. And Dave and I. Oh, you'll do splendidly, Mr. Bojangles assured, waving a paw before disappearing around the corner. Farewell, and good luck. Michael turned to Dave, who was busily pecking at a suspicious-looking pebble. Looks like it's just us, buddy, he sighed. The two made their way into the museum, clueless but determined. The room where the diamond had been kept was lined with glass cases, and in the middle was a raised pedestal, now conspicuously empty. Michael began looking around for clues, while Dave fluttered his wings excitedly and pecked at random objects. Just then, Michael noticed a trail of suspicious-looking breadcrumbs leading away from the pedestal and into a dark hallway.
Come on, Dave.
Let's follow these. They trailed the crumbs down winding corridors and through hidden rooms, eventually stumbling upon a trapdoor. With a sigh of resignation, Michael lifted it and peered down into a narrow, dimly lit passageway. Ready, Dave, he whispered, but the pigeon was already diving headfirst into the darkness. With a sigh, Michael followed. They crept through the passage until they found themselves in a room lit by flickering candlelight, the Blue Moon Diamond glistening on a table in the center. And, to their shock, the thief, a raccoon wearing a trench coat and fedora, was eyeing his prize. Dave, in a rare moment of clarity, took charge. He puffed out his feathers, cooed bravely, and made a heroic attempt to distract the raccoon by flying straight at his head. Unfortunately, Dave misjudged the distance and crash-landed into the diamond instead, knocking it off the table and sending it rolling across the floor. Oh no! Michael shouted as the raccoon lunged for the diamond. In a burst of adrenaline, Michael scooped up the jewel and made a run for it, with Dave flapping wildly beside him. They dashed through the narrow hallways, the raccoon hot on their heels. Just when they thought they were cornered, a familiar voice echoed from the shadows. Quite the pickle you've found yourselves in, Al. There, standing regally in the doorway, was Mr. Bojangles. He adjusted his monocle with a flourish and stepped into the room with an air of calm confidence. Mr. Bojangles, Michael gasped, still clutching the diamond. You came back. Yes, well, he said, a slight smile on his face. Lady Whiskers rescheduled, and I thought my friends might need a bit of guidance. He winked, then turned his attention to the raccoon. Now then, my good sir, perhaps we might negotiate? The raccoon, startled by Mr. Bojangles' eloquent demeanor, paused just long enough for Dave to perform his most successful move of the day, a spectacularly messy dive bomb onto the raccoon's head. The raccoon shrieked and bolted, vanishing into the shadows. With the raccoon gone, Mr. Bojangles looked at Michael, Dave, and the diamond with pride. A job well done indeed. Michael shook his head, laughing. Thanks, Mr. Bojangles. We really would have been lost without you. Think nothing of it, my dear boy, Mr. Bojangles replied with a dignified nod. After all, every great caper requires a touch of elegance. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos.